Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Vinland Saga Season 2, Episode 10. Last episode was crazy. We had Thorfinn with his crazy dreams he had visiting that Hell Valhalla, crawling his way out and kind of like pulling along the weight of who he's killed along with him. Almost fell back into it by just reflexively punching that guy and everything, like worried he's gonna slip back into his old ways of choosing violence and all that, but he came out of it and decided that he is not gonna do violence anymore. He's gonna be completely peaceful. So it's an interesting development for his character. Seeing season one Thorfinn, I would have never even recognized him here, but we've seen that development and it's been pretty wild, and I'm looking forward to seeing his new philosophy challenged, because I feel like it's very clear it's going to. How will he take a peaceful approach? Will he eventually come to the conclusion of being similar to Tor's, where when Tor's needed to, he fought, but he didn't just outright murder people. He would fight in a way that they'd be able to heal for the most part from what he did to them. So yeah, we're gonna have to watch and see what happens with this new outlook on life that Thorfinn has. All right, we're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Bow, 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 bow. Right into the opening. Nice. We did learn, I think I forgot to talk about it. Was that in the last episode? But Einar does know about, oh shoot, what's her name? Arnade's situation with her not being able to have a way to buy off her slavery because the owner likes her too much and everything. So I wonder if Einar is gonna try to find a way to get her out too. Alright. Let's go. The Cursed Head. Interesting title. It was getting winterish, so are we through winter now? Or is this just a warmer day? We saw snow falling. Damn. They be jacked, boys. Your turn. We have 1 axe. It's a pretty big tree. Oh, we use our muscles to push it over. Hey, the last one. Damn, are those all their fields there? Yeah, so we got a little bit of time skippiness. He does look like he could be a little older, too. I can't. Can't necessarily tell. $3 years. Okay. I wonder what they do after, like, planting, maintaining, and stuff, but... Oh. Damn. Hmm. Yeah. Do they have the option to keep working here as retainers rather than slaves after? Oh, he's gonna try to go back home. Or he might. He's so much more open even now than from, like, the start, too. He's talking a lot more and stuff. Thorfinn's development's crazy. Hmm. In a way, that's sort of... Granted, it's through some violence and everything, right? But kind of what Canute was trying to do, right? He didn't want to fight unless it was absolutely necessary. But unfortunately, I think some violence is needed to achieve a world like that. With the way that people are. Hmm. Oh, a discount. Whoa, really? Sooner than they expected. Better figure out what you guys want to do. Oh, he's awkwardly trying to celebrate. Oh. He's taken off. Hmm. Oh shit. Visiting King Harold. There we go. I was just talking about that. Yeah. I like how he didn't like demand an answer right there. It was just like, hey, think about it. I love the master. Like, yes, he enslaves people, but well, he buys people that are already enslaved. That's the thing, right? So, and gives them a good home and a chance to be free. It's really cool. What benefit is there of the work that in which he labors? Huh. He has also set eternity in their heart without the possibility that mankind will find out the work which God has done from the beginning to the end. Even to the end. Not gonna try to say that name. Oh shit. We got ships. Is this the journey to visit Harold, or is this something else? Your Majesty, oh shit. Wait, is that Canute? Oh shit. He's got a full beard. Okay, not full beard. Damn, he's looking good. Things are coming together. Did he say we're almost to gelling? So is he gonna be, is King Canute gonna be there when the Master is there, I wonder? Will he mention Thorfinn's name in proximity to Canute somehow? Man, he looks so different from what he used to. Oh, back home? Okay. Excuse me, sorry. Uh-oh. Not well. No longer capable of speaking? Damn. He doesn't seem like he's that old, though. Must just be some kind of illness taking him. At least when we saw him back, when they were talking about the power struggle, we saw a brief glimpse of Harold. Hmm. Oh, Ragnar. Oh. That's nice. I thought it was a little more of a, yeah. Kids fall all the time. He's not. Interesting. Oh! Oh my god! His dad's head, just some PTSD rolling in there. Interesting. So that still bugs him a little bit? Asta. I miss Black Clover. Alright. Oh. Yep. Okay, cool. Good that they're friendly. Right. Ah, damn. So, I wonder if Canute will get it. Wow. He is definitely deteriorated. Oh. Hmm. No. Yep. So he's gonna be king of all. Or king of both of them. Oh. Oh, shit. Hmm. No. Really? Did he? Hmm. Damn. The Cursed Head was the episode title, right? Is that him older? Oh shit. The freaking tree from Elden Ring is in there. The Erd tree or whatever it was called. Man. I mean, I don't see a reason to doubt, I mean, unless his essence of his dad was just trying to fuck with him, but I feel like he probably did poison him. Hmm. Damn. Has he lost his way, or does he still have his original goals in mind? He doesn't want to get poisoned. Yeah. Oh, I mean, cursed head indeed. This is like his guilt talking. Trying to eavesdrop on the king, not a good idea. So you gotta kill him to prevent the possibility of maybe him not working with you. That's a bit of a stretch there, Canute. Yeah. Killing someone for something that may never even happened. He could have kept working with you, you never know. Nope. He's like, I don't want to be friends with you. Peace. Fuck off. I'm gonna poison you in the future. Aw, his little hops. Harold being in those, but Canute not. Granted, Canute's still young, really young. Probably not about time for those war meetings. Strong enough to kill me. Like how Ragnar has a little bit of hair on the front of his head. Before it was all gone. I'm gonna poison you someday. Sorry. I'm done. No. Hmm. Huh. I feel like that could be taken in several ways. Oh, okay. Wow. That was the first time we had a shared episode of Thorfinn and Canute in the same episode, right? Because I think previously we had the Canute episode where he was poisoning the previous king and the heir of England in order to take kingship himself. All of that happened in like an episode that was isolated to just him, I believe. But yeah, so started off with them. It's 3 years has passed since they started clearing this forest and everything. I'm guessing to take it, that's roughly around the time when Einar showed up. So it's been roughly 3 years since that time, which is pretty crazy. And they're pretty much at the point where they've worked off their debt. Like he said, sow the field and then you're free. But if you want to continue working working for me as retainers, you can. That's really cool. They talked about what they might do, and Thorfinn saying he might go home, which is interesting. I know his mom wasn't well towards the end of season 1, so I don't know if I feel like it's possible she's passed by now, but Yova might still be there. That is it, guys, for episode 10. But yeah, so all that was interesting with Thorfinn, and then we had the Master going to visit King Harold, but he's so sick. I wonder what that's gonna entail. Like, does he talk to someone else that speaks for him? Does he end up talking to Canute? Does Thorfinn's name somehow get dropped? I don't know why he'd talk about his slaves, but maybe something like that happens, and Canute's like, Thorfinn? I knew a Thorfinn, so that could be interesting, especially with Thorfinn's new philosophy if he gets pulled into Canute and his endeavors. I don't know. But yeah. Seeing Canute have his sort of PTSD or the curse of the crown or whatever you want to call it from his father kind of haunting him a bit, and it seems like it's due to some guilt because he's poisoning his brother. Like, sure, he pulled that underhanded shit to become King of England, but now he's doing it to someone who's been working with him because to achieve his dream, he believes that Harold could be a threat someday, and because of that potential off chance that it could happen, he decided to kill him. That's pretty brutal. Definitely feels a slip up from the Canute we had in the beginning. I think he's become a little more paranoid, become a little bit more dirty in what he does, and I don't know if he's gonna stand for be able to continue standing for what he stood for in the beginning. But he's still talking about that utopia, but how many people does he have to kill before he achieves it, So, but yeah, just those conversations between talking about it being a curse, and like I said, it's probably mainly his guilt that's manifesting the father's head. Now, we haven't seen enough of Canute to know, like, ever since he became king, has he been seeing this, or has it been ever since he started poisoning his brother, right? Is it just the guilt of that, or is it the guilt of everything he's done? But it was interesting having last episode be about Thorfinn's guilt, and now this episode being a bit about Canute's guilt. Although by the end, he said, is this all there is? It's no big deal. Now, it could have meant, like, talking about the crown and being, the father was like, hey, anyone that wears this crown is, destined for, like, the greed and all that. But I wonder if him putting it on was like, I don't really feel it, or was it the guilt of his brother that he was talking about? Was he like, like, it's not a big deal that I'm doing this to my brother. It doesn't bother me. Even after seeing his face, I'm still not bothered that much. But it's interesting that he says that after looking out the window and what felt like reminiscing to the past when he played ball with his brother and everything. And I didn't realize that his relationship with Harold was so good. Like, we had that, if you remember in season 1, we had that one scene where he talked about growing up and his home life and what it was like with his siblings, and it showed, like, him sitting in a chair and then all of them in the background, like, seemed like fighting each other and all that. It almost seemed like it was a more toxic environment, but at least when he was super young, it didn't seem that bad, and Harold seemed very nice, and even after he became King of England, Harold was still nice and sent help and all that. So and like when they poised the idea of like one side of the what are they called? Just like the nobles and like the people and everything were siding, like there was like a Canute faction and there was a Harold faction, right? And that's why, to quell the Canute faction, that's why the King Swain tried to send Canute off to his death to hopefully just quell that in a oops, he died in battle kind of thing. But here we have him in those images, it made me, because there were those two factions, it made me feel like there was a rivalry between Canute and Harold, but it was much more friendly than I was led to believe. It's really interesting. I was kind of shocked to find out that he was sick. He's still pretty young, but I mean, then we found out it was poisoning, so yeah, I guess that makes sense. Because I was like, the father lived to be like decently older, so it's not like a genetic thing passed down. And I was trying to figure out like what could have caused him to get so sick at such a young age. But no, it's just Canute at it again. Same thing he did to the King of England, same thing he did to the son of the King of England, and just moved his way up the ladder by just poisoning everyone in his way. I mean, in a way, I talked about this when he did it to the King of England. It's better than a long, drawn-out war where thousands or tens of thousands of people die due to the wars. Instead, it's just a couple people getting poisoned, and then he's in control. So it is preventing a lot of bloodshed. I will admit that. So, but the thing is I don't necessarily agree with this one as much because of the fact that Harold was working with him. He could have tried to make it work until it didn't, and then maybe when the friction started, then do it, but maybe by then it would be too obvious. Like, no one suspects it right now because they're friendly and on good terms, but maybe a friction started and then suddenly he started getting sick. Maybe people would catch on that, you know, Canute might have been doing it, but it might be super not obvious the way it was done here. But still, I don't necessarily agree with it. So... But, you know, that's the nature of the characters in this show, is, like, most of them do things that I don't necessarily agree with, and that's just how it is, so it's what makes their characters interesting and compelling to follow. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say for this one. I'm excited to see Thorfinn free and what he does. This episode was definitely very interesting with Canute development and all that, whereas I feel like we got the progress of Canute's, like, ascension to king and all that in the last time we saw Canute, but I feel like it didn't give us a good idea of his mental state and where he's at in his head, whereas this one I feel like we got a much better idea of where he's at mentally and how he's doing and what he's thinking about and stuff like that. So that was much more compelling than the last Canute episode, even though I did like the last Canute episode. So... But yeah, that's going to be it for me, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Links in the description should be popping up on the screen. You can get 2 more episodes ahead of time through the early access tier. Check it out. And I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.